Excuse me. Do you know where I would find a Mr. James Primrose?
I'm sorry, he's not in right now.
Do you know when he's expected back?
Honestly, I don't. He could be anywhere today. Most likely he's at the courthouse.
The courthouse?
Yep, running Sapphire Martinis isn't his only job. He's a busy man.
I see. And what is his other job?
He's a lawyer.
I see.
May I leave a message for you?
Oh, no thank you, that won't be necessary. Maybe you could help me.
Sure, what can I do?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Gloria Nibbs, Mayor Nibbs' sister.
Oh, I see. I'm so sorry to hear the news about your sister. We're all so worried about her. Have you heard anything?
No, I haven't. The police are still searching. I've taken it upon myself to aid them in their search. My sister's been missing for 2 weeks now. I feel it's time for me to step in and help.
Of course.
I just got into town. I don't know many people here, so I'll be starting from scratch. Perhaps you could help me?
Sure. I'll do what I can to help.
Do you mind answering some questions?
No problem.
Were you here the night of the Weeping Willow Tree fundraiser?
I was.
Did you see my sister?
I didn't.
Do you know Penny Primrose?
I don't.
Let me rephrase my question. Do you know of Penny Primrose?
Yes, I'm aware that she's Jane Primrose's cousin.
Did you see Penny on the night of the fundraiser?
I didn't. In fact, no one's seen Penny since she escaped from the asylum. There's not been one sighting of her. She's completely disappeared.
Kind of like my sister.
I guess. Now that I think of it, I know someone who might be of help. There's this guy who hangs around the park watching the birds. His name is Rocco. He is a townie. He spends a lot of time in the park watching the birds, usually during this time of day. He may have seen something.
His name is Rocco, you say?
Yes, it's Rocco Delzano.
Thank you. Any lead I can get at this point can only help.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. We all want Mayor Nibbs to return home safely.
Don't worry. I will bring my sister home.
Who let you in here?
The door is open. I let myself in.
You're trespassing. Get out.
Oh, well, you're the expert at trespassing, so I'm sure you know what you're talking about.
What can I do for you, Anne-Marie?
Stick that martini in your mouth to shut it so I can say what I came here to say.
Well, this should be interesting.
I'm done with the games and the insults, and I'm done with the accusations. I'm done with you walking all over me. I've done everything in my power to honor the man I love by keeping silent, by not retaliating against his mother, who's done everything in her power to make my life hell. I'm not doing it anymore, Lovisa. Do you hear me? It's over. I don't care that you're Andrew's mother. You crossed the line when you showed those pictures of me and James at my fundraiser. You crossed the line when you tried to hurt my friends for some unjustified revenge against me.
Unjustified? You killed my son!
No, I didn't! No matter how many times you say it out loud for it to be true, it won't because it isn't. I had nothing to do with Andrew's death.
You're a liar! And those photos of you cheating with your best friend's husband prove it!
James and I are not, nor were we ever having an affair. It was a kiss, one kiss, and it was a mistake.
A mistake Lily will never forgive you for.
Is that what you were hoping for, Lovisa? You were hoping that I would lose my best friend?
Now that Lily knows what you have done to her and her family, she'll never forgive you. And the rest of the village will follow her lead.
You stupid woman. How wrong you are. I've just come from seeing Lily, and guess what? She's forgiven me. Yeah, that's right, Lovisa. She said those words, "I forgive you, Anne-Marie." So if you think I lose my friend over a misunderstanding like this, you've underestimated me.
Maybe she didn't get a close enough look at the photos. I think I'll blow them up and plaster them on the billboards across the street from Sapphire and Martini's. I still have copies.
You wouldn't.
Yeah, I think I will.
Oh, you vindictive bitch.
I could care less what you think of me.
Perhaps, but maybe you'll find this a bit more interesting.
Oh! That's all you've got? You poor creature. Let me show you how it's really done. Ah!
Excuse me, sir. Are you Rocco Delzano?
Who wants to know?
I'm Gloria Nibbs, Mayor Nibbs' sister.
I don't know anything about your sister or what happened to her.
Well, that was rather blunt and aggressive.
Listen, lady, I'm busy watching birds, so move along, huh?
I'm afraid I can't do that, Mr. Delzano. My sister's been missing for 2 weeks. I've come to this village looking for answers. I have many questions for many people in this village, and you're one of them. I'm not leaving until you speak to me.
How'd you get my name?
That doesn't matter. You don't need to get all defensive, Mr. Delzano. I just want to ask you a few simple questions. From my understanding, the art of bird watching is supposed to calm the soul of an individual. You seem a bit on edge for a bird watcher.
Yeah, well, I don't like being accused of anything.
I haven't accused you of anything, Mr. Delzano. I haven't even asked you a single question yet.
Listen, lady, I don't know anything about your sister. I don't know what happened to her. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Mr. Delzano, your attitude and the tone of your voice is concerning. This reaction that I'm getting from you leads me to believe that you're hiding something from me.
I'm not hiding anything.
Mr. Delzano, I think you're lying.
And I think you're an uptight prune.
Yeah, insulting me is not going to convince me that you don't know anything about my sister's disappearance. Now, you can talk to me now, or you can talk to the police later.
And what is it you think I know?
Let's start with the day my sister disappeared. She was last seen in this very park, walking towards Sapphire and Martini's. I have learned that you spend a great deal of time in this park, watching the birds. In fact, you spend the majority of your time in the afternoon hours in this park, watching these birds. My sister was last seen in the late afternoon hours. Mr. Delzano, did you see my sister that day, the day she disappeared, in this park?
I'm a bird watcher. There's no crime in that. Everybody knows this is my hobby. It's not a secret. I didn't see your sister that day. All I saw was a tufted titmouse over in that weeping willow tree eating a berry. That's it. Now I'm done talking to you. I've got birds to watch. Good luck finding your sister.
Mr. Delzano, I don't believe a word you're saying. I don't know if you had anything to do with my sister's disappearance yet, but obviously there's more to your nervous story, and you're holding back on me. What are you hiding, Mr. Delzano? What are you hiding?